anyway. But this committee in there, I think the when basabasa any buy na monkwhwe na ni omo man ye omo adwuma ye ni nyina so ye punish omo. I am all for it that America has said there are rewards and punishments. Nobody goes scot free when you don't do the right thing. Mbrani chobia Mbrani can't say what the money they are you few on na transfer when you say. Yeah, I'm not happy with it. And Vladimir Antwi Danso, he has that right. Now to be known to see such people to the arrogant, the marks of arrogance. What they are back. A court of public opinion. People have their own thoughts and ideas. But angrily trying to throw some of these words out there. People use similar words for you. Will you be happy? If you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, get out. Go and sit in the comfort of the classroom and be lecturing them. But why do you want to back it in there? You know they need to be to me channel. People are gullible and this. Who is gullible? So people, the other people who knew the mandate, but they expected you to let people be punished. Among better when you TB, you send a more akasa. They are trying to obi take care neighbor will shoot ya there. Or I join say police there. You might want to shot you to me tune any near there. And then you be we. The moon shoot ya sense you share near there. So I am particularly not happy. I think that they are trying to please everyone. You are dissatisfied with the report? Very dissatisfied. Now, per se, reward and punish. Yeah, this transform money. They need to face the law. So that next time ABCB and him said there's a standard, you have to do the right thing. You don't just go having issues with people and bringing police people in so just to come and shoot. Next time, for committee. If it's not deterring enough, how well will it end? But recommendation 3 or 4. Now then can go way. I wanted the right word for it. Which your project we are some of these things are and what they count they are just top ups. But long 10 short 10-pointer recommendations without anybody being held accountable anyway. But at the end, who is accountable in there? Chemube you can say way you say we want ye and he needs to be punished for doing the wrong thing. Everybody no why? Every appendix. Oh, thank you very much. What the appendix? People who want to go and read can go and read it. But why in the 10 recommendations without anybody being held accountable or liable? Who is liable? So that for the pen and come mom got on yewe and mom can you be and the bonnet, but I'm particularly not happy. I am particularly not happy. Manucho Magandi version. Ken Kaluja. We've gone through the 10 recommendations by the government committee on Ejura violence. What's your take? What's your stake? What do you think? What are your thoughts? Are you satisfied? Are you not satisfied? If you are satisfied, what are you satisfied on and what are you not? What are your thoughts? What do you think the committee could have done better? First recommendations. Recommendations. First one, rewards in there. Remember, but then Obi and Abusian for no agree giving a scarred or the commander of the bedding. When I met you. But then, and now Busan in where we are then a bit my. By myself, I mean, the rare a scar on the bench and the reward in the good. You need first one and a body camera. Oh, and no, may made them feel send there, but they are canning now, recreation centers to say. I meant a page my idle hunts, they say, recreational center, no one. Omina ne beja kwa ko park nso mkwa ko bobu wala na omunishi enti na BBC ya mo be kontokwa o me bibi anga ya mamo park na mo pani agra e fumpa de shaba e pani nyeduane ndi o say o man board on kombo na you should chasing unnecessary let down the pitch when he's not eating any food. Ten there kwado come some come but body camera na me ye ho na sa body camera no say ya kan say please for no munya na no omo ya tese omo say no omo yes half for the omo yebi no omo the cameras be CC be to capture traffic lights capture amount for normal plate those kind of stuff no so what my end there body cameras no so omo nya na hu do ma command no the command no can say do you have to shoot when I'm saying because body camera ni ebe catch voices ni bibia no say is a twem no I recommend say next omo incident omo baby a omo confirm be kono fa body camera and show na menya bibia kra no enya ho kra no o say police for no omo start camera me ya kra no police for ban no kra and start for sa body cameras ma police for no edimani ai when me che no most especially MTA for no MTTD for no and but enya ho na me can sa body camera no say omo de call sa incident baby esi na
do ma command no the lieutenant no asem na o ka che police ni no and I say soldier for no so omenye what I say ni nyina no camera no be dey be capture na etumi aboaye etumi me the recommendation na me buy dey nyina ni na nwura by me be a capture me
ni nyina ye nwura
na say me buy dey bebre na ento asum because
so have you gone all the 10?
No.
You still don't.
Where we there search more tree now na nyina na.
No, I mean same thing. Bisa say, and you don't see. Training
no training there police and you training
they have their routines
training
they don't have very good routines
no say rexec ni police ni training mum soldier for ni omunye procedure mum so these are
is then why they unit
because
they have to fight
a criminal case now no it's not under your jurisdiction or your committee you should have even called the Nkofono when I met you abusuafo say omeka bibia ncho because they are not part of it, you know mum kokore incident afterwards no when I met you until ono kaka you should not have even invited them to come in and see what happened because yes I we are now you are trying to do some investigation so more than be say afterwards Nkofona omuko you know demonstration what was rationale behind he say abante ni wu no but I know when I'm swam some coaching. Monko soldier for now, tutu kunkofo minu no, and no more prepare and some coaching. When I'm a chin. Now over Frank go a bush for some mumbra, no more can't the camera because I didn't know and please phone yes or me say Juman. Almost a phrase a bush for interrogate you now on the investigation. Now mom committee from go form one a phone. Ebusafo bu wafu amobuafu because mo ejuma edima mo na se mo nkoye no what I say they shouldn't even have called the Ebusafo in the first place to even ask them many questions in regards to omo you know omo the aftermath no and say kom kokohwe no makwa kokohwe mo the recommendation ba this recommendation more credit should have done better. So
both of you are not happy with the recommendation. No, give me a couple of things you think they should have done that they didn't do.
First and foremost, you know,
just like Manu Jody.
Yeah, the criminal case, you know, it was not under jurisdiction. You should have called the
but also that is the starting point because Kaka ne win a cover win in a buy, so they couldn't have started the investigations without finding the death cause possibly of Kaka.
I don't see say that cause in there. Obi na kuno. But the moment my mandate me say afterwards, man say no. Omo a demonstration and a demonstrations.
We know that, but my point is say was say almost 30 baby. Now you say, oh okay, we na ko kan we and away ye we. Internal police for this soldier for ba and we got 2-2. So they have to find all that. You can't just go and neglect Kaka's issue totally.
No, what they could have done is say, Omeka say, a criminal case, and see, say you know now police phone.
It's still there.
No, they should not have called the phone. I don't remember Casa so many times. Say, you know, and that is wasn't.
Okay, that is your opinion. You think the police shouldn't have? They shouldn't have invited, but they invited the police. Or more investigation, you know, invite soldier phone now. So what is wrong with them inviting Kaka's family?
Say. So we said also I didn't
man should Kaka woman
you shouldn't have called the family because family
they shouldn't have called the family
okay. Because family
no family witnesses no so who say Kaka niya so what was it meant for
what am I saying and
they spoke in camera but may be NTA know the then if it's not part of your jurisdiction how did they help the case to give the family hope that the justice will be found for them why did you tell them that none of them should come to the party because they are not part there's no food for them.
Because of they are not much say oh committee no by say Kaka wo no marry but almost as mama can say nya Kaka wo no na no marry ma and of family say o marry what am I saying you could have just a committee no ye adwuma de ni say anka say marry ni wo ni de please for nsem no be but enoma omo kokoye ni say afterwards say bibisa ba na emrante bi demonstration say omo de hye bi anasa emrante bi say omo wu na mo de che say because the recommendation me che say normal da chi no say bibisa si na say bibi ba omo de be so ano no na say omo de che na nkofa gidigidi ama so na police for no so bia de almost koye no no kwa say omokosa as a beginning cry let's come police for na edika ko we ya na research for no akofa tu so omonko no ni na no na nya yi because regional minister as Manucho was saying no regional minister Simon de no onu say no o semensa no ono he doesn't know ono say no here school no onya that school na no mo kan there no bit me but apart from here because we couldn't control the
head of that sector military
you know we are because you bar the first thing he said you just have to send the police first to go not say I didn't hear out of hand and now the friends a reinforcement in a year of military but I didn't buy na puasi military phone no be I need down a shooting into enkofo onu say no na me ka say yin nanka body camera ne beboa say lieutenant Akwasi Edi no pepa no o ka say omu shoot to the yin na say omu gun fencing
no ka say for aiming they can do anything which we take care ni wada ho wa dey ani nya we one shot so no be kan. So at least then we need the expert to tell us that is that the truth because your stadium now mama warning shots are you only omoye omo the two ni hwe na pa no mo shooting to the crowds and a cloud crowds said nya ipe I was chanting and was shooting to the crowds so shooting for him so no so adwin say ni panim me sure say so post an ekwayo to was until the okay shooting to the wiem we go got crowds there and show be clouds.
It's recommendation in there. I say you should come back again because now.
Okay, so that is on Ejura. Dr. Enin, they talk about the fact say Sesenka regional minister no you put you pushing more, they making them more accountable. I didn't know free soldier for procedure and saying necessary and all that. But anyway, he did acknowledge that some of the recommendations are fantastic and some of them will not cost us money to do, which is okay. It's Wasugu Saute Unity Radio 1039. Abo no dum you know upon maybe asami and sapepepe. Yababa Shens inform you know Kevin Taylor and saying only Canada Japan and Keka and then Muntaka versus Kevin Taylor and no Madison Square Gardens. I learned in the comment section say Muntaka is even in America. Is that true?
Yeah, I knew he came to America.
Yeah, almost so America.
He came to. Yeah, I was in his private trip. You sent it to me. I mean,
no, in 2 hours.
51 minutes.
Yeah.
Now for almost an hour 51 in do. I can say
51
minutes is not almost an hour. I say 7. No, I don't have time. 51 minutes.
No, then do 51 now.
Oh,
we're sure.
Check it. 51 minutes. 51.09 seconds. It's almost an hour.
Yeah, but I listened to the entire.
No, but it's interesting and you're boring. I mean, it's really a beautiful one. I listened to forwarding it here. So I got the
import. The commercial.
Yeah, I got the import here. Say okay, say MP before they try to ticket man and buy. So it's in bed with them. No, so
can't send me brave.
Yes.
Can't send me brave.
Let me take
contract one. Contract one. Napoho near the day a whole lot. Yeah, a whole lot. Yeah. So it made Muntaka really pissed and or can't send me brave. You be bored. You know, kakrebi amati fuati. Na fi ya tuaso ababa he.
The cab they bread. The cab they bread. Will one day be a lion. Yeah.
Wasi ukra unye ndisi ni. Akufo-Addo na umpenasem.
Yes.
And now why you send this in? The question I asked the people paying you say, what will happen if Akufo-Addo is no longer the president?
Yes.
What you are now MPP ni? So since when did you
claim so MPP ni? But he doesn't like. No, when you be almost supporter, agree supporters of MPP. It's also no almost sponsor the program. No, it is come on there, or if we be the term.
I supporters
agree for supporters of MPP. Aggrieved supporters of MPP.
But at the same time, also on one Akufo, if you listen, or say Akufo, or say Parliament, or more leadership, no Makumaku Nipa 5. Why is he mentioning only 2? Inti Ononu suspect say people have been paid internally to destroy Ononi Haruna because also Omote Sebi Ntafo Kokos was a day now no Haruna speaker we just and this I enter for
but they are the front runners.
It's
but
terrible.
The point is that these three are the front runners. One they do anymore in terms of opposition. Muntaka ne Aruna no mo ye na ebia babin. They are the front runners unless there's another front runner.
Muntaka ne chief whip, minority
chief whip, exactly. They are the
minority leader.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's front runners. They run the city. They run the parliament. But at least you should come with evidence. You don't go denigrating people. You show documents. Just say that's what you are built for. But you see, the other time, how can it try? Say, Napo, when he was the education minister, gave him a lot of contracts. Where? What did he buy? What road did he build? I mean, it's time you should stop. You are not talking to miscreants. What kind of project where as one say to Pakoso? Sa project where the man, the company is this. Say. I mean, come and speak with facts and stop the unnecessary fights. Unnecessary. Kevin Taylor, who alleges must prove.
Okay, now this is what happened. He is a bigot, misleading gullible people. Muntaka responds to Kevin Taylor. Kevin Taylor has accused Muntaka of being in bed with the ruling government. Muntaka says the allegations are not true, as he has not enjoyed a single contract from the government. He was also not part of President Akufo-Addo's recent trip to the United States. Now, Muntaka Mubarak, the minority chief whip and a member of parliament for Aswanse, is seething with rage over some allegations leveled against him by social media commentator Kevin Taylor. Now, US-based government critic has recently switched his attacks on the minority caucus in parliament, making a number of allegations against minority leader Haruna and Muntaka Mubarak. Kevin Taylor, among other things, claimed that Haruna Idrisu and Muntaka are in bed with the NPP government, enjoying several project contracts from them. Muntaka was mentioned to be part of President Akufo-Addo's entourage to the United States for the just ended UN General Assembly. Reacting to these allegations, Muntaka scolded Kevin Taylor for peddling falsehood about him and the minority. Him and the minority. Oh, here you go. Muntaka post two video but only baby I swear by God, I worship that everything I am going to say is the truth. I am saying it not because I want to entertain someone like Kevin Taylor, but because of the innocent 1,001 gullible people across the globe who are finding it difficult to read between the thin lines of someone who is speaking the truth and someone who is lying. I am not a fan of him. I don't listen to him, but unfortunately his last few episodes seem to consistently mention me, and people drew my attention. Some well-meaning Ghanaians said don't respond to him, but I'm sorry I cannot continue to hold on when he continues these lies. I've had the great privilege of serving the people of Aswanse over a decade. Now yente Muntaka kakra about starting the video no nsama okan ni bi baby to say 3 minutes be here kakra.
Just too unfortunate that I'm forced to come on live Facebook to respond to a bigot, somebody who hates our country but pretend to love it, whose stock is just to malign innocent persons with lies, and he tells the lies with so much confidence that people, some gullible people, tend to believe him. Everything that I'm going to say, I swear by the God that created me, that I'm saying what I know is the truth, not because I want to entertain someone like Kevin Taylor, but because of the innocent 1,001 gullible people across the globe who are finding it very difficult to read between the thin line to know who is speaking the truth and who is lying. Let me start by saying that I'm not a fan of him. I don't listen to him. I hardly get time to listen to him. But unfortunately, his last few episodes seem to consistently mention me, and people draw my attention. And a lot of people, well-meaning Ghanaians, don't respond to him. I'm sorry that I cannot continue to hold on when he consumes these lies. I have had the great privilege of serving my people from Aswansi in Parliament for over a decade and a half. I'm not anywhere near saying that I'm intelligent more than any other person in Aswansi or wiser than any other person in Parliament, but I know.
Pizza or salad?
Okay, Aswansi MP, who is also the minority chief whip,
work with me, who attest to the fact that I'm so passionate about what I do. I've consistently defended my constituency, and the records are there for everybody to see. I have consistently defended my party since I was in Parliament. I have consistently defended every flag bearer that we've had with all the energy in me.
Manujo.
Yes.
Kaluja. Mo be say mo bi nkan wala.
Oh.
Ada yo de. Kalu ayo de. O kan se mebre ba time ninti ana ye wo ana flight no presidential jet no issue no to also look at, and we have 17 minutes to 1 p.m.
Okay.
Until I mean say okay Kalusha come manu me there.
Oh, Kalisha, I can't.
Yeah,
the first reaction is always the correct one.
Are you sure? It's
yes.
Never true. Be your case as him sure.
It's always true. The first reaction. Sure. Me
to be near ku chance can no chance can. What's the first reaction?
Menko later okay meko. Oboa. You just pleasing.
No. E chese no kra na best. E chese wadwene ho.
It's not true.
Watena si adwene. Obi aka say you can never justify that, and I will never agree with you on anything. Intina we bibi kra na say ka say we are repulsive in nipa bia. Because obi ye wade na say first reaction e best when we are all this can be chobi trim kroko. It's never true.
First reaction.
It's not true. It's not true.
For me comment later and say on himself
even
didn't want to go.
It is in the Bible. Even it is in the Bible. Who say Yesu ka parable bia wasi papa bi suma ne mami no aba akoka se omunko ye fumu adwuma ba akoka se onko ena ba akoje pini dada me de meko de oje pini na oka mami masa
ono reaction na oka no na ko so person oka se bi
o de bibia na mo de ko o video no kwa manya mo
the contest ba kro ye we ma me ye later okay yemo
mo me ensa ye time no kresa my bomb,
trying to deny a barrage of things. I'm sure Kevin Taylor there not listen to all, but will be segmenting and take across leadership of MDC war, House one. He thinks that's the biggest problem. They are not really putting the opposition on its toes, and these are the reasons why he's ascribing that they seem to be in bed. But you see, when he gives specifics, that is where I took him on. Besides, someone I'm in Kevin Taylor Nenya. Unless of course he threw a bait. This year now we be here no. Come with the facts. Come with your hardcore evidence now.
Parliament. But I know all those who have worked with me will attest to the fact that I'm so passionate about what I do. I've consistently defended my constituency, and the records are there for everybody to see. I have consistently defended my party since I was in Parliament. I have consistently defended every flag bearer that we've had with all the energy in me. Kevin Taylor, let me tell you, I challenge you to bring everything that you claim to have. I am very ready for you. Let me start by saying that I don't work to you. I don't work to you. I work to my constituents. But you see, the kind of allegations that you are leveling is so shocking that you claim to be a journalist and you know the tenets of good journalism. The tenet of good journalism is that when you get facts, you give people that facts are around them, the so-called facts, to authenticate or otherwise. You cross-check, you provide evidence of what you are saying. You don't just go talking on top of your head because probably some people might have given you some wrong information and then you use it to run. Let me tell you, I bought my ticket to the US. I swear to God that I serve, Allah, I have never met anybody, whether in government or their surrogates or discuss. Look, I don't need I don't owe you to tell you why I'm in the US. I don't owe you. I'm a citizen of Ghana, and Parliament is on recess. I have every right to travel privately to wherever I want to go. I don't owe you the obligations. But if it is about US, let me tell you, first, you lied that I was in bronze in a mosque. I challenge you. If I'm in the US, the mosques that I attend are Mount Hope, Yenkasa, or An-Nasser. I challenge you to provide that evidence. And those of you in bronze, this is to tell you the lies that is peddling. Have you seen me in any of your mosques? No. In fact, since I came to the US, I've not gone anywhere even near Manhattan. I have not met anybody, not even an MPP person inside this US. The only time I would say I met somebody that is close to MPP was on the flight when I was coming. I met one of our guys in my constituents, Ejura, who came for us. Oh, he wanted us to have a picture. I mean, he's MP. Even though I know all his utterances against me as the member of Parliament for Aswan, but I oblige him. In fact, I returned from New Mexico only this morning. All this while I was in, they call it the Ablakwa, a younger brother doctor who is there, Dr. Ejura. I'm sure if he's listening, if he's in his family, will attest the fact that yes, I was with them. Kevin Taylor, let me tell you, whoever told you that me, I've met KK Sapo and Napo, I can't remember the last time we spoke. Since Parliament went on recess, I can't even remember. Yes, we are brothers. We grew up together, attended the same school. His father was like a father to me. But I challenge you, please, you claim that he has given me a contract. I challenge you to provide any contract that me, Muntaka, have received from Napo. If you care to know, all the classroom blocks that MPs fight for during get farm formula, try to push to their constituency, not even one has been built throughout the tenure of Napo as MP. Because when I get it and I take it to the district frustrated, and I can mention them to you. I brought a contract for Nurul Amin, it was never done. The people of Aswansi JLI, they know. And I stated all this when I was campaigning. You can go to my Facebook and go to my record on Zuria when I was stating the things that I brought, the things that I lobbied for, and how they got frustrated and all that. And check whether any of the contractors who were supposed to do those things have any relations to me. Or go to Auditor General, what they call Register General, and see whether any of those companies are related to me. those classroom books about what they call Ejura, it's not been done. I brought Nuria, it was not done. Abubakar Siddiq, it was not constructed. I complained to NAPO severally. Just like he was saying that, look, this is the local district because we give the classroom blocks to the districts. And I'm witnessed instances where he tries to make course. Why are they frustrating the construction of those things? None was done. So I challenge you to provide contracts that me got from NAPO and did. So you can show where they were and how I benefited from NAPO being decent. So you see, that's palpable lie. Absolute lies from you. You see, you're not decent. Decent people, when they hear things, they try to cross-check. Because you are not decent and you are so raw, you are so naive about the things that we do, you don't even bother yourself. If I were you, when people were telling you that, oh, they are cutting contracts, they are short-chaining all of us, they are sitting in parliament, they are not doing anything. If I were you, what I would do is that I would go and look for the hands of parliament on all the things that happen and see the debate and see what everybody said. If you care to know, call any of the MPs, call anybody, whether in the 7th parliament and even this 8th parliament. In fact, the MPP have labeled me, Muntaka, as obstructionist. As if me, all I do in the chamber is to obstruct what they are doing. But let me school you about what we do in parliament. You see parliament that you see there, and like any other parliament in the world, leaders are only coordinators. They only coordinate. We are just like class prefects. We are not even headmasters. Nowhere near. We are just like class prefects. Every business of government, whether it is private or government, it first comes to the floor of the house. And I'm schooling you. Go and take our hands out and go and take our standing orders and learn so that you can stop this naivety and showing how stupid you are. When it comes to the floor of the house, it is referred to a committee of parliament. No business just comes to the floor and gets down on the floor. When it comes to the floor, it's referred to the committee. Not home. It doesn't run that way. Ask him the effort that we made. And I also want you to ask him when we came on recess.
Okay, yentimi more video ni na audio ni na wa. Just like Manuchu said, it's about 50-28. Muntaka or the Mubarak, right? Muntaka Mohammed.
Yeah.
Aswasi MP. Former sports minister. Satane sports organa.
Chinchenga.
Chinchenga.
Former Chinchenga Pampers sports minister.
Masa,
Pampers.
Muntaka.
Sending memories.
Kevin Taylor, Muntaka. Ama social media bloggers na nyabika. Ama for kasane pa. Yamshare no na yamra share the new flight. Presidential flight. For Friday, Pesiakoto.
Yeah, like I said, the lion that the cub that they started rearing is turning into a tiger or a lion to fight them by the cub. I listened to that tape. Now Kevin Taylor making those were not chances, and say, like I said initially, I mean, he feels that the leadership of the opposition in parliament are not doing much in that regard. Now he singled out also Ablakwa and Ablakwa. They said they are the ones holding forth in that fight. You see, I'm happy he went there too. I think there are some basics, and it's good Muntaka has come out to really say this one. So that he will allege must prove to say that he was on the flight with them. No more baha way KK Sapon. Anyway, Napo. They were in Canada before they were coming, and they met Muntaka to have discussions. We said, these are specifics. What would they have to do? Too much information. It's come to denial of them. Also, a man of contracts when he was at the Ministry of Education. On man over the moment, Muntaka contracts, money, he's thrown a bit. Muntaka has come out to say that he's challenging you that bring every iota of document on these things.
Yeah.
Maybe omufi parliament go share we napon we will be KK Sapon baby on show mo baby. So I think whoever is
so Akufo-Addo
in any case,
Akufo-Addo is the president of the republic.
In any case, I we say Ghana na ya sure ya anti ama na hu. Just that some of us we had information but information sometimes is alarming because the opposition they won't will prevent certain things from going through because they are to say we establish they know if this people accept it be through. Young as you were, you heard this thing, and truthfully, they didn't talk much. Even as I didn't pass it. About no. I think I told him I wouldn't really say this one. I wouldn't really. I'm being a politician for once. Maybe it is not true. Maybe it is true. But I can tell you off, but I wouldn't blame it because it's a make a cramper or sometimes listens to it. You will not be happy because the uncle, I said the uncle not the deal in the bag Ghana, and they were told to go through that channel if they want it to be passed. They are ready. The to me convince opposition then they had it through and I followed it through. We said they didn't complain too much about it. But in principle we don't have enough information to push this one. People expect the opposition. Yeah, I know nobody else people will be more interested.
Yeah, because who throw jabs people don't throw jabs.
That's why I said it is not true. Maybe it is not true. Maybe it's just not true. It's just like you telling me something in confidence. Maybe it is not true. But the only information I'll give you is that Ghana and they do baby next year push baby through parliament. Party bit is one. Your Becca and say I don't do any problem. But opposition for G2 my Becca your plane. So at the end of the day,
and another day's issue, but exactly. Kevin Taylor allegations on Muntaka.
Kevin Taylor say it looks like Haruna Idris in Muntaka. They are not really. Okuja to Ablakwa money at the end of Crampo. Come on. When it comes to flight president, these young ones are rather having all those battles. But penny for now, I say at some Montiana say yom. So he feels that there's a lacuna, a gap is being created. The creative force for NDC coming back to power omunya. In that regard, but if that is your assertion part, then you've not come to put weight on it that you feel these are the reasons because Muntaka has met.
But my point is say to say if you want to complain, okay, say omu less noise no crano. Oh no, I don't think that is point. Say Nanado playing ATSK £15,000 on Kasa omu dinti. If you are if you are critiquing them on the basis say are they in a minority in parliament and you're loud on the presidential travels, no more jam Akufo to Ablakwa and then sometimes of Osukwachi Emunkwa na chipu in and no kasa. That is
just a commentator.
Yeah, that is a reasonable argument. Somebody will understand you say mo force na mo join the chorus if Akufo has enough evidence and enough proof say Nanado full playing it £15,000 sterling an hour as a buyer. I feel the official then everybody who is sound will agree with you.
No, but
that is enough grounds to critique maybe the opposition party, but to go extra mile or attacking personally or allege wildly on him say waji contract on apoho wajiwe I will expose you, I'll bring this no kuchucha kwai waswase and all that. And I think I'm not singing songs for Muntaka, but Sawoka MPsa Oma ye Juma pa womu constituencies.
Oh yeah, I've been there. The roots.
Yeah.
The roots.
Muntaka. I mean, Muntaka is one of na pomoni adinina masa. I will sit here and say, "Damn,
Swami, go to Swami."
Into Muntaka, honestly, say ope Muntaka only where. Ebi I met me that criticizing because then time I was a sports journalist and I was a witness to it. I Chinchingani which he was misled according to him. He didn't know, but chief executive officers you are entitled to all this and on also for D and but apart from that, in his constituency, Muntaka has done a great job. That is not to say Kevin Taylor yet he said criticize you. Yeah, but also make you wild allegations because someone said just like you so gullible see an aye to separate nokre from untro because of the advent of social media. And he did talk about that. Or blasting, say, when you're journalist, what do you know and all that? So audio no question because the more or Casano, no nebufu more.
No, but you see, that's why I told you that the premise was based on that. The premise of Kevin Taylor over the moments in the Sanoka say the leadership in parliament are not helping the NDC, blah blah blah. But this time, where the problem is that
so he's fighting for NDC, not Ghana.
So where the problem is now. So on the Waka said in platform A neutral, he feels that the MPP government is corrupt and he wants to remove them from power. And it's no yeah. And Nibishi as he saw the TV radio. Utiena now doing be say on your neutral journalist. I open and buffet. I'm saying military neutral. I'm a person on your independent minded journalist. I prefer those words. But Omoka say on your neutral journalist. The platform your neutral on MPP. Nti bibia be MPP be fi power no ye. Nti I don't know
how is that Ghana? How is that Ghana?
Say no so or not.
And I say how
no ye.
So my problem with Muntaka they talk about the fact to say also fighting for Ghana. You hate Ghana rather. He did talk about it. Say Otan Ghana. Nobody should listen to him because he hates Ghana. And then he did talk about the fact to say you know NDC ni. Osi Akufo-Addo personally na otan Akufo-Addo nti na wadane nti Akufo-Addo free so and remember into warning NDC for say mo moton ye homa no he's pitching us against each other, and if Muntaka he will destroy our party because next 4 years we are not fighting against Akufo-Addo at the ballot. This guy hates Akufo-Addo personally and he's fighting Akufo-Addo. It is a mu yenko phone the utia de no kwacha half time and listen. He made good sense out there.
Metie na say no bin so ka say at the end of the day no or no or NDC ni, but if the guy is fighting a system like people there's that counter believe that he's fighting a government that you want to overthrow from power. So what do? You don't go fighting him too. So you have to fight, you have to help him fight, but watch your back. So it's also which. Do you understand me?
Who have to help him fight?
Like the way Muntaka put in and say we shouldn't just trust him. We shouldn't just trust him. He might fight. That's why I made the first statement that the lion, the cub that you are rearing, will turn to a lion one day and it will come to hound you. So be careful with it. But ultimately, inadvertently, you know, so you can't. Your enemy's enemy can only be your friend, and your enemies meet town, ways to town, my madam. I mean, so in any case, you know. I think that
everyone say you want to overthrow you want to
no son wa kase si ande ba mama ba na sama
my point is you want to move or it's not true what you saying is not true. You want to move a government out of power enti say wo de wo ye na enya crisis say Muntaka support. Is that what I'm not saying other people are saying?
No, I'm not saying Muntaka should support him, but then I'm not saying Muntaka has two minds. Now, no, Sisiano, maybe he personally not so on Penasem. He doesn't like him. He is not fond of him.
Or say that is not. Yes, or the Jimpen for him. That is, he's not for NDC. It is never true. And then he's not for Ghana. Yeah, he hates Ghana. So he doesn't like Ghana because everybody who loves Ghana will never behave the way he's behaving. To the point, so to me, the Mahama tem you know, Mahama now so fighting for no. Who said to me, "Eka said Tiaka say, Samahama free say me Ejura man, Mahama is a fool." And Muntaka said all that in the video.
If you say I'm a put it to oppose the way Jimmy, have I insulted you? If you think that opponent control media and the way Jimmy,
but why should journalism tend to be like that? No, but like, and sorry, on who did journalists or Ghana attempt? Kwame Sefa kind way or do you is he doing journalism?
Kwame Sefa can say crowd John, but
I criticize. Where he doesn't mean Jobia, but I criticize where he doesn't do right. That the fact that Kwame did to say accept a board position, I wasn't happy with it because I felt to say journalists someone yes I'm compromising with
so you believe he's thrown the ethics away?
No, he's not throwing his mean cast were thrown ethics. Me say Oji Abaya Juma. Oh my done conversation. Oji Abaya Juma. Oji Abaya Juma. It makes me feel it will make you compromise. But you should have word say me Jano. But me feel say Ebema why a compromise.
Just say senior journalist or more quality positions.
Who did the amount for attempt? Who did the amount? What a journalist do is critiquing, criticizing constructively with evidence based. He said, "Yeah, okay." He said, "Issue about can say
playing
presidential jetty."
Senior journalist
Manu, focus on Kevin Taylor. Divert attention on
take a position and start doing politics. But one position,
that point you already made it. You can't want to. And I said it clearly. I said it clearly on air. Say, Niana Mekao air. Say, Paula Dumotre, Kwame, and Sevakai taking positions. I'm never in support. And people have come.
I feel they've lost it.
But they've lost it. I know Kevin Taylor answer.
Oh, that's one there. I mean,
that's my point. So who criticizing?
I don't support it.
Saying journalism no more. I feel is what he's doing journalism.
I feel he's now the man has come to deny. Who will be a EPA? You tell the BBT when you don't say you have been sheepish.
Because how many people
has been threatened to discuss him?
How many people?
He's decided. He accused the man, mentioned things. The man has come back. Who evidence are? I thought of shooter. Come and say it. So I will listen to. Oban one card. Then he's been sheepish and stupid.
Exactly. He's criticized so many people. So be exposed him. Kwakubaku, one of them. Every day he will expose. Sam George, same thing. Sam George ko kasaya or denebe so I will expose you. Who Sam George say I will let people every day he will expose somebody, but he never exposes anybody. I don't know. I think he's playing on the minds of the people. He's playing, because I believe say to say me, I don't have any information to the point say Meka say Muntaka kwaji contract on apoho wakwa Akufo-Addo ni twa edene kan the on say Nanado buyer omuka say Ernesto Usubempa mo for Nanado flight unza me okay say first day me catch you say to the best of my knowledge Usubempa ne hopes na doya am for Akufo-Addo flight okay say me catch
of course
what I know into me can I know that you say it on authority, but for you to say things, that be ama Muntaka diano, ama maya say it's not only Muntaka. Everybody, I will expose you. I will make you naked. People will know who you are every day. But Obekasa, the next day, he never exposes anybody. We've been waiting for all the exposes for all this while. I think, I don't know, Kalusha.
Obom say Muntaka kasem na because omo be hwe no omo say Gullible 1001 people na omo hwe no maybe because of insult no because not the evidence out the it was obvious say wakwakoji contract na as obi aka bring those evidence but me be say sell am for baby akuti no because on five evidence
but then do bit and say say obi a preference
yeah as me can say nka omo mbeti no nka o start say nka on five evidence ba no mbejai so muntie na nka na be man ejuma na oye no obe hakopɛ evidence na ba but every time bia no ka say me expose you on five evidence number but sra amafo akokwe no so no obedi amafo atema.
Let's talk about what has happened no
but me na make say
say one no gina
no who can omo betie no na make say go into the issue between Oni Muntaka no more na your time
I was talk me na me be because no man can here the make say the whole thing is Muntaka say on for evidence mbra and na me make say no me siding with him 100% but omo hwe no
is he doing journalism?
No, say he's not a journalist. He's a social media.
Also a journalist.
Okay. Say Obia.
It is a journalism.
Okay. Oppo say, and I'm say.
I don't muso some work criticizing. Or no criticizing. No muso some work criticizing.
A mainstream journalism. There.
Also a journalist. Amudi Kwakubaku, Kwame Sefakai, all the other journalists who do munyinatem.
I say mainstream journalism no go some so we prove evidence they will ask you for the evidence and I say obi am nyanya kwama metra e o meka wasem just like that but no question baby no can say no na me I'm just I'm a bit furious about those people who watch him without every time you are throw that into their eyes say I'll bring evidence and then they stop bringing the evidence and but they are still watching him because obedi the attempt akuri the penyi bi attempt na that's why they are watching him but those people are not going to stop. And see, what I could do is Muntaka taking on. Say anything be
Muntaka talked about that. Or say so ye Bema, he threw a challenge. Or so ye Bema, Onsi Ghana. Muntaka so ka sa kire no
okay
o ye bema omra Ghana oba Ghana no be hu say ye Ghana so mra ye adwuma because o no nya citizen e wa ha it won't me mesiu no ha. Muntaka said that in the video so omra Ghana so ye bema unsi Ghana.
Okay. Actually, that's bottom line. To me, if you say Muntaka so evidence, on evidence number.
You will need to be a citizen here before you can sue someone.
I don't know about that. I haven't read about that.
Because Kennedy is trying to sue him. He's not a citizen here. So maybe.
That's Kennedy you are translating. You'll be on his system now.
No, but the point you don't need to. I mean, what I know is the international will not see what you're suing for defamation. You can't say sit here and be insulting. Some kind of ever say the deal be at Ghana in the name of way. Oh, now people's fear too is that oh yeah, Bema Bragan and would they give you all the protection?
When am I protection?
Ina ni babonini kokwe.
Ana babonini kokwe. Na Muntaka na obi ekono. Me ko Ghana obi ekome. Na wo ko Ghana obi kun.
The same me ndidi obi ate.
Yes, utirimu ye fine ya ko brim. Why would he want protection?
Etim fast and people there are still people won't.
And I'm saying why would he want protection?
People na say kromo mu dia sembo ni akwa they will have issues with you. Don't tell me so bia wa.
The question is
obi where Zabia you obi the team ye fine.
Maybe say Sam say. Who ko Ghana do you need protection?
For now I don't need protection but wow.
Okay. Until then no do hear protection. Is he special than you?
No, every Ghanaian needs to be protected. Every Ghanaian needs to be protected.
Oh, see who here. Say we almost omra no. Ombe protecting no. And I maybe say, "Oh manu chote he, oh ko Ghana, do you need protection?" Who say no. And I mean say at the end no do hear protection.
Where Bema means what? Where
oh evidence.
How is different from where Bema? You don't need to be Bema.
Na so no so Bema no nyesa no tron
catch. Where Bema Bragana.
That's why he tells people to. Also your Bema family also your Bema he say. Also your Bema he say. He says it too. Tell me guys minim say mo madam for no more to me and found one.
Oh no.
The way our politicians they ban but the war. I sound somebody one because that's not journalism. We sit here we criticize Kwame Sefaka. We sit here we criticize Kokubako. What he's doing is not journalism.
He gave a lot of information about Muntaka. Muntaka has come to deny. I will wait to hear what he will say. If he does, I will come back.
How many times has he been threatening to expose people? And how many people has he been able to expose? Just give me one.
You have it. So you
Sam George now Haruna Idrisu Adiache Napo Adiache way every day obes Pozuobi every day.
Can you call it give it to him? We don't need to give it to him.
Now more the politicians only the body among farmer there be obes Pozuobi on me every day and I'll expose you. I will make you naked. Remember who you are. You know, say you see a power here. This is not the way to go. This is not the way to go. Just the mere fact that you want people to watch you and get mass following. No. I mean, that's not the way to go. That's not the way to go. David Brony says, David Yachao, who is this Kevin Taylor guy? Alhaji Muntaka needn't magnify this hollow guy. Taylor's baseless and unsubstantiated journalist, Papa Nekasano, one of the oldest journalists in America. David Bruni.
Okay.
Brilliant brains. Yeah. True articles. Who is this Kevin Taylor guy? Alhaji Muntaka needn't magnify this hollow guy. Taylor's baseless and unsubstantiated utterances and vituperations are all bunch of bull. Kevin Taylor is clueless. He is rudderless. He is non-anchored in his mind, parading himself as a journalist and a frail one at that. Share. Who did David Bruni?
Wow.
Oh no, journalist, but we have been to say ja.
Hey.
Now say na as I had in share until now no cry studio no at David. Fantastic chap. Okay, it's Yanona or the about Muntaka has given it to Kevin Taylor. In fact, I was particularly excited with what Muntaka did because and Ute or say Haruna Crab catch and say he shouldn't respond to him. But be a Jan lawyer the opesa as OBS Kevin Taylor can the Japan crab how cancel you cry na ye me ya so be so no ye prove that be out sir may expose you may you see I'll make you naked I'll expose you I'll let people know what you did they do bad they say I'll let people every day he threaten he keeps threatening people but he doesn't expose it he doesn't show anything
when we chief whip and minority leader no omo hwe Ejuma be koso ewo fencing parliament and now one thing so I say Ghana no until say that system no say majority wa be mo ye bibia mo pass bibia say 137 no 138 be ko until say omo use that MMDC for no any DC for no system no say 16 na say onya more than quota as an order here no dey omo yes sadia e bet me yes na we
no be na America filibuster na omo use for Senate
yeah
some policies should get 60 votes
ha dey omo ye wa Senate say Ghana for entuma anya you na by still no people for see themselves as the majority it is no
sometimes you know we are too ignorant as people too sometimes and as a Ghana no anything omo use gullible no as a oh you put national asema upo national ya de na nya kra ni sie kan no that's not how to build a country we don't have to be personal as a personality or court because why am I saying this and nema bebre oba he doesn't educate people he just come and throw jabs no call parliament no ka say omo approve because the allegations na tem the dealing na kan parliamentary vettings no parliamentary select committee vettings omo ye no you know but you know so enra na me ne honorable Benaye ene di nkomanra kokofu ensa na mbeti Muntaka me Ghana news anadwopa na me hu Muntaka Ghana Citizen TV for ne di kan beto o ye live no me hu na me kohwe parliamentary proceedings no parliamentary select committee no say omukọ verticalusha na omu nyina ka say we don't recommend him and it doesn't end there and cheresa adwumane yemfa makalusha it will still come to the floor for the floor to vote.
Of course, that's what happens.
It's a parliamentary select committee. No, kase Kanoforia ta yempeno Kojo Pon Kruma yempeno we yempeno a eno nkyere se Kojo Pon Kruma appointment no enko through.
No, but say we sign a by bad voting no na most of the NDC for no a 2 man. Then they got hurt. No, that's what really happened.
No, the fight started from where I say, Mama scale it
win, but information they mean that's what happened. Most of them, the committee, they rejected them or said they were a pie. No, then they won. Then they had their wishes better. They were voting the floor. I could tell free. How Akumsin upon Kroma, that one there, that's the process. You did 2 member by Anjan 2 more nights, some debate. You have a debate on the floor, and after there will be proper voting.
That's what I'm saying. He doesn't do that. He just goes to people.
How Akumsin Adinya be 154, 155 against one way. Then I don't know where crab before Sami. How did this woman get 155 out of the one? Just be 2 man.
And then so what should be the beef of Kevin Taylor? Say, secretary, general secretary came out and said, he said, caucus no, yeah, no money decide. So what? You see, sometimes in America say, if you are fighting for Ghana, fight for Ghana. I agree, I understand. You can lambast them for voting, but and single out only Muntaka any Haruna because as Johnson say don't get here nyame no better na discuss here and Oka say Osaka say Euphoria takra or you lame duck so they all decided say on the week inti yentoma no ye be blast Johnson say don't get here say you see how politicians think say onipa no say Ghana no yemfa nsan kwatana no say Ghana supposedly said you benya kwan den aba power nti. All this information is there. Why would you handpick some people now? We are not saying Muntaka is above criticism. Napo is above criticism. Canada Japan is above criticism. Haruna Idrisu is above criticism. But as I say, criticize with substance and stop the personal attacks. Ni pattern physical ni private life as a bia we are champion. Until me kwame plus as no. Oko campus was masa na mini moi So the video be obi expose bi no mo say obi akofo balls then obe adechi no be I have that video on my phone. O say me ade ba ko bi be man kan ndi mbo ana. Obi aya ade na nya ade na wa ye no na obi a on private life. Obi aya ade na nya ade na wa ye na nya na esa wo ye den. Okay. Now I'll copy oba na me do naked picture be babontin. What has that got to do with Ejuma na all year now see more Ghana? What has that got to do with me on naked picture? Me do be babontin. May say. And that is why I also didn't like when Canada Japan also said same that he also has Muhammad's picture. He'll bring Muhammad's picture, naked picture out. We know if inflation who pay if a chilcrom ni akwala oti common who pay obi oti duasi kosku efan who pay. If we want to build a country, we have a country to build. These are trivial issues. Naked pictures, when therefore bar or shot idea. When they know about that or shot idea. Maybe Zakalusha. When they knew about air da or shot idea.
Quickie, you shot idea.
Into no bad Debia shot idea.
And yet,
quickie, so we need that.
Now you tell me you can't nakedness, a bema nakedness, bema nakedness, and your bema. Into what the penetrate to jeans, no idea.
The best and no more shot idea.
These are trivial.
Really?
Okay. Remember, the audios were conflicting. It here from Fanchain. Maminko back na member. Opinion a friend said Desmond Chumesi entry. Oh yeah. Maybe I'm a bonnet title. Maybe a mummy and Teddy or no, they 2 Jaffa flight as well.
Yes, you cannot to him. Even to me, I hear Accra Cape Coast. Dual carriage. Even to me, I hear Kumasi Accra. Dual carriage. Even to me, Accra dual carriage. And he say, you share senior near my country will meruha. Let me quiet any school, some NQE, Yaya hospitals are, and Kofunia and Pan Naso, the ambulances are, Sabi, Yakotobaya, Yaboy, and Samaya. Now, so you to me and Mentini, Emma, Elmua, Timon, Monfona, Ekujina, Yamutuapan, over 30 million, Yawa Ghana, Yansu, you to me, near Papa, na Yadia, as of mine, and she waited a misplaced priority.
I am misplaced priority. And no, and someone opinion for Desmond Chumesi entry. Edi to Jana Ubisa say when Desmond Chumesi entry, or a political activist, and now on a lead advocate for social democracy and development dialogue forum Africa. Or say a misplaced priority. We then another Debbie. Nanado a minimum denis or yes, sir. Now. Purchasing a new jet is a misplaced priority. And also so some fufra obinso now the Social Democracy and Development Dialogue Forum Penini Diano and okay me born Diano no na oka say misplaced priority now ko man jozo on Ajimendua Ajimendua governance expert Professor Ajimendua.
Yeah, Professor
Professor Ajimendua was it not was it Nanado? Was it be sensitive? Presidential jet not a priority now. I'm wondering why Kalusha will say on Konkoto.
Then you should rent to process. Rent to own. That's the word I was looking for. So why can't we? What is the rent to own?
Governance expert Professor Ajimendua has raised concerns over the timing of government's decision to purchase a new presidential jet. Now, currently, I'm not aware of any serious situation that warrants the acquisition of a new jet. I think the presidency should be sensitive to the people. And if I was to advise the presidency, I would say this is not the time to acquire a new jet. Francis Abayne Kasai or Star FM. I think that the timing is not appropriate, especially when we have so many things facing us as a nation. I am also asking why, at this point in time, the presidency wants to acquire a new jet. Why? Ajimendu, I say why? Yetinuasi go school. Why?
So I say
acquiring why?
The jet was part of the two nanka Akufo-Addo. Nah, Atame's Babogu.
Atame stopped it.
Yes, because but there was always that plan that we're file 11 minus the crew. By a government delegation to Kwanja.
Yeah, I'm saying 19. I'm saying in total. Dana Parliament na kwa defense minister no ko say crew ni ade no. I'm say fa presidential staff first no. Any presidential entourage na 11 na fa other crews na come because I'm say fa 19.
11 minus the crew.
Yeah, because almost say crew no almost 7 wom ni ade 19 ni na 19.
Anyway, but and I'm sure report I read this morning I'm doing my analysis and say that was the idea. Say when the Falcon was meant to be a smaller one for short way, and BBG there was a bigger one for the long haul travels, and that time was saying priority then. Ni a man in Nisiga into Oboguye. Now Akufo-Addo no say no. I mean the legacy.
Into Atamil's time, not COVID my. Atamil's time.
Yeah.
Now who children cost we say.
Yeah. But
not dollar in your knee say.
But the truth is that you can't see or the tutu sakwan. Why don't you do rent to own? Your renters are within 2 years now be there. Until no bogu mum ni yepe. Then he will. So the abasanka mama me use private jets and kabe na be Ghana there. Me fish kura na no baba be use.
One is a man use private jets.
The president is using them. Or is he not using private jets to fly around? But for now, unless of course we can say you giant song until you don't know. Then we leave it there. Say your name so you see private jet. So help me with that because point is he's already using a jet and we are paying for it. And the money is going waste. It is son, not say son then we should do rent to own. Unless of course it's not using
it. Rent to own. They say another aircraft or magajo to me rent to own.
It's possible. I'm told we can go for such arrangements. Say
that's almost so more perfect there. Why rent to own?
No, we don't have. Yeah, you see that method.
We don't have this car.
Yeah, you see that method near Fanto because your boss can go. I should sit here now. They're 14,000 and now 50 and put a minimum. No.
We will treat you like NPP MPs if you support purchase of new presidential jet. Jemfi, Broja Jemfi to minority in parliament. Another topic I don't hear about it's very critical. I say Moshe South story no mame. Ghana Ace Commission. Almost see Ghana and Kokrafone Sikafone. Almost the Ace deliberately.
Very bad.
Ghana man.
Very bad.
I see older men deliberately infecting young girls with HIV. But we'll look at that tomorrow because of time constraint. But quickly, Manucho, at the Intina, Mon country, Mon speak it true to power. By telling government, say, we are in hard times, just like Ajumendu say, the president should be sensitive to the people. Say, oh, so this kind of record there, Maninko. Is that what we should be doing?
What you are saying. What you are saying is that there's a lot of bad in the system already, which we should talk true to power. True to power means what? The man is traveling on private jets. Anna,
are we not trying to stop that?
We trying to. We are incomplete. I said we don't know for sure.
No, but are we not vehemently complaining about that?
But if it is happening and nobody is talking there, I think a BOT will be better. Anyway, let me say it this way because I thought deep about it. And Sameka said, he's not really traveling on any private jet. And yet he says, oh, he's contemplating. But the truth is that on Tobia, and he's doing it already. In this sensitive time, I covered that bar. You see, they're even the impetus.
That's what I expect you to
the
say.
Impetus.
Yeah.
It's not what you expect me to say.
But if the media gives up easily, we the media give up easily by saying say
it's not giving up.
Oh,
All is giving up. No, don't worry. That's why some say you German no fire because it's allowed. So these are thoughts. But also you say no. In the sense that
so also analysis of saying say man in turning in say or that so fly around.
Yes, so I'm thinking that we should rather be smart with it. Say Ghana, the hypocrisy is too much because if the man is traveling around in a private jet, and then you catch say Opo, and interestingly, say your bossy can chawa we yembesho, your bossy can say so that's why some of us are a bit worried. Me mom there, I'm worried in the sense that the money is going waste. There's a lot of wastage in the system because if a flight traveled from
we couldn't advocate to maybe your parliament travel foreign affairs committee ranking member and then our parliament to be scrutinizing and we need to be
the advocacy should come from our senior journalists who are leading the crusade. And where are they now? The advocacy, Remember, come a deal, but the advocacy is not coming. They don't even choose to discuss them. These are pertinent issues. I see a discussing. And will you deny in kind but there should be a demonstration the next moment. So that there's no way it should come on. But the advocacy, that's why sometimes some of us.
But you remember. I didn't cry na Nanado Mukaso Mubaya, a man for ye did. I'm
increase on the
yeah, a man for ye did. That's what I'm saying. Say a Casa BBA, because they want to do it into what can we do?
They say you should stop flying around in the private jet.
Haven't we been doing that?
No,
and it's getting wings. We just talked about that yesterday.
I don't see the traction it had like because when they are withholding information. They are not telling us the truth. I know there are people who still believe that it's not true that it's flying around in that expensive private jet. You understand? Rhetorics. Don't think that into Biase. The rhetoric is that we are already making mistakes already, which is unpardonable.
Yeah. That
in the midst of COVID, the man is flying around in an expensive private jet, going to here and there.
I think this story will continue tomorrow because I feel now, so there'll be more issues. And I almost the reasons by already reasons now.
I am the number of capacity people and I'm that story. Because I say 500 VIP 40 VVIP never 40. You need all
the new flight. That's my question. Say about President Tukoya. Say even nipa 11 na nipa 5 na esa ban edeko
nkan no tumi nko
nkan ntimi fa bia first class and a business class in nikan if it requires that we get so many people
they will tell you that hotel as some boy can
okay them callers no minim say this story will but say Nanado Akufo-Addo pa ne MPP aban etumi koto flight presidential jet fofra na omonwune Ghana for and I'm happy so on Professor Ajimendua or a diehard or a professor there by you leaning towards politics. No pa. So enti nipa bi mu sa nyina kasa say Nanado yes I know insensitive. I think we should take a second look because MPP for sign koto flight for a presidential jet for pa dia not just omunyu Ghana for your problems no doso your problems no so your how for us to be thinking about presidential jet right now. Maybe I told Winnie.
Hello.
Oh, all right. I'm from so okay. My main was it Befa course ne? Was it Befa course? Okay then. Oh, sign and rock kinds one go baby. Only one go baby. Azankwa not here. Now there is me name's a Michael on. My main first caller, Baba main first that man Nabian Barbering Salon. And if you are not cheap trading, and you are not cheap cold store. The first person on the line, the one's on a business. I mean, OBS numbers and Bacho Raman, one about so first to us. We are now Africa president. Call Yentio.
Yo, opponents now, they become a mixture now, Manisha, Namina Kalisha. Namichian incoming national organizer, Joseph Yami, the deal will be our own program in the Michian and Akufo-Addo. Now, Michia, a Chamai, Yabapa, and a sofa pogo, the deal will be a Michian and Akufo-Addo. Opo, we me Tawas and Papa. Me Opo, what the Upatema, and Aminerama, Medicine. Nemo, why? Sansa we are the mentor of Tamakumaso. Dana can tell us so only Padia of Tamakumaso. It is a Odika can tell us some not a Yanasam Monia, Meraman, Miduano. Atuma can tell us a Yanopo. Can tell us, oh, Yatuma, and I can tell us some kind of Biao. Can tell us kind of Bia. I am a corner can tell us who and a waka. O 2 million no assist grow 2 million or so. Sana opposition 1 year, Sana is so 2 years. Kwame Sifaka, Anyabiano, only board so. Kwame Sifaka, only board so for the so Yimano.
Nasa ya kind, Nasa Kwame Sifaka, my better haka on Paul and Mochi. You know,
Sana Nabu Sia Uno Poya Otuano. And I guess another a pro poster of both. It has any more appointments. na uya board so o tani ye bi aduma
major appointment there na just a radio no me jaye minti appointments am etna radio because I can compromise majuma me ye metna say aban no wom na sa betna radios na be anema nko ya na waka wano atum no be defend. I can't do that.
And the part what ma kasa you know. But what is the fact but the fear that you the promise the fact na na bi ya gene nya o bi go betima kan kura kire no.
And we point in the saying, what has that got to do with Kevin Taylor and Muntaka Tokano?
Me, I just Kevin Taylor, me money to home. I just Kevin Taylor, money to home.
Okay.
Kevin Taylor no promote you. Kevin Taylor promote you. Lampata Kevin Taylor mo lampata.
And Munkan channel so nya team didie no nya team didie ne ade ye man.
Oh, me see. Adia o ye no. Me a Kevin Taylor me show. Ba me ko na wa gunu. Our cano,
Enti Raman, mami misao. Say, u papa na nko de ne kotena ho na sabi. O use on printable words. E di na term o free way a. Enti nkebe ya ode. Say o papa. O kasa tem didie no mfa ho.
Me papa say we are the one in nya. No bi lamba so ane me mfa ho.
Yeah, that's it. Where we are moving to us? Onye. No, I'm for a catch repair.
Mama, no better sabotaging Mama piano. Mama, come up with sabotaging the piano. And the woman, and your mama, and Kabimu yet, Timo. It is all your sabotaging Mama. And the one check, oppose. That represents Jessica, the Nabi show of Akufo-Addo. And you are na esuono. And you are the people to and I have a top woman. And I become some of them. And I become some of them. Yes, a good man can crash. How I can just Peter for putting them a Jana to ask after school. And connect Jana. I will say
nurses for crying Tiomuka, nurses for crying Diomuka, nurses for Diomuka.
Okay, everything you see the old wine. Nama, Labra President, I know what she wants. None of the other one Master, I want you very careful. On your sheriff for protect people for China. For protect 2 America, a problem go 2 America.
Okay, that's it, Raman. Thank you very much. Otama, so my foul for no so Africa President, you are next, Yanko.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
Raman Otama, so Africa President is next. Your time, Uncle Person Casa minute. Obi for now. Africa President Yanko.
Mini hopo me da tibebre na menchia wo no wutie fo nyina na menchia chamon ko gwa go bi wo bia ye che ni so wo wi en ko tan nyina minua na menko yes you want some in fact nura hofa I better say yan ebe kika sama ya ope amadana fo edem for evidence want ma from ba de ba chi na fo bro kan ba bo tombi say I am pampa say the nanado eto please no abra wa mbo Ghana for amania na mre bia so say Ghana for nyina sorry na yaw nanado yaw o many of that you use who buy you minister to go use came and that no e go be be any brain no because every thing to I want some come do you what you say on the open to point that work of president play to from pacho after you my no but you collapse almost say ni article school but you collapse say omunye busu ntire and now we know okay mutebi ayi kwa net ejefonu ayi respect on the action kola na die because musu Combination penny I always didn't because who's going to be able to stop the Mudiba. I watch like the scalp to talk with no man. I didn't buy any company out. I said, who you know? Ghana for you now, sorry. So we and a quick party. Nanado, and you could manage 2 years. When you get the most the same type of more than my boss. Because the way you know, headed to Abamano.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, to the best of my knowledge, the flight hasn't been bought yet. About the reasons about why he feels he hear a new one. But so far there, Sibia or toys here now mobile test pulse there meaning, but right now we don't have any information to that effect that it's already been purchased. Okay, my main for the next caller on the line now on also to us. Mami Sami upon design my into yeah, radio yes, we are what the Panyamini in my into now obi for France on to us. Yanko. Hello, Samuel Temenga. Line say I started here the end. Okay. Samuel. Samuel call.
Yeah. The second detail I do go Ghana 24. Irrespective of come what may. Ramana will defend Kevin Taylor. No, who can be the Uber say any papa and Kevin Taylor. Carbonata, dinner tensa, and in the end, go back to Kevin Taylor. Okay, any papa did the moon will be any time. Opo, the mood of what there's nowhere. Karaman doesn't say, papa, or didn't a time about things and on Nippon goes to free. What I say, Kevin Taylor is to be very careful. As young as he is, in the course of it, they are all fighting for Ghanaians, and all fighting for Ghana, now all Ghana attack, and as a Ghana interest, he should be very careful. And he should mind his words. Insult me too much. If you don't catch Canadian national, well, now then some of us we are supporting. We are support of that. But insult me dear, on taking it out of now then if you can be tell and I got opportunity to listen to him on TV. And some of you can put it too harsh. Some of the words, I can't even mention them on air. And he should be very careful. Because 24, me not to say I can get so things in order. So I didn't go court. A holiday, a woman catastrophe. But Akufo-Addo was surprising some of us. Nanado has really surprised some of us because look at the condition and the situation in Ghana room to see.
Also, here flight tickets here, presidential jet tickets here. Muntaka see man no team to kwan ye.
So ya disappoint in Nanado. Upon that news to be on now. I think that the power will play on NDTV. Now there's a place that school in so that quite bridge could be no wouldn't do more yet. Almost former school in the Papua Ekura. No much extra attire. Now I'm the attire next to Tamu Pigano make it shouldn't be done with the Nomoko. Almost Moba, Santare no must have said they can so at this modern world now you boycott when you not new private jet. And the other thing that they want to over top for there, and then I'm margin you put said not the fee said it's not on top private jet new one Magana as one. Then the old one now you want and they should sell that one first. And that's also the one with the piano. And it will turn out for the can be so and can you be another way again. But say who so by Liberia president they want to money. What is that? Now we are there. Also for the so now who to our cabinet members this is unbelievable. Now he has really surprised us. What's agenda 111? Agenda 111 no who to one more you one district, one factory, you one constituency, $1 million, you and you are still telling Ghanaians that you are going to buy a new private jet. And the one who is councils are coming here, I've read the whole better because I was there. What to Ghana? Now, this should be very careful. Now, Obama NDP very unpopular. They say the NDP here, you know. Now, here it will be very difficult for NDP to come to power again if they lose in 2024.
Yada CP Sami nano jambe ma yenko. Nano jambe ma se otimi kan aduru so.
I ko ti am to trade na like coastal for. Omojuma no e be yenko so o pe di papa o ko to trade na di ave photo. Opo se MPP communicators ni ebre. That ebre me say. You say government the policy here but what you have to see a communicators na kasama abani ya abani ma peace no sa je say no dey ba. If you say na mo soro na ba mo defend fa. No one dey abeko bam. The cafe NGC for the captain in ba santimantima. I no kwani ni fa from here. Elite do no. Omo si omo communicators including the whole Ghana, I'm a woman for Benkum, I'm a normal kata. And now, yeah, is the buy. As your media man, my first million to Bono, yeah, and the
presidential jet, Nana. Presidential jet, Nana.
What's on American?
Okay.
I've never seen that, but you need to have been considered, said that I'm your sense to your Kaka, yeah, ma'am, my civil friend now for slavery, and on my parliament. I never do my break Kaka coming here, tonight, the MP 275 now for 20. I'm a ministry, so not for slavery, you mean. What you have here? A woman told me that you have here, tell me, saying, and you have to break it here. Yes, you are defending you. And now some of the Kaka would be I said, you did project, you know. We are not the
Jam. So, MPP communicator. Now, can say.
You can't be a hammy. Men can say a hammy. So, when we are traffic and someone men, upon Tuesday, you will be idea minister near the idea. Who put it on a quite not walk to a good Canadian to yet we say no so that they are to a machine.
Yeah,
I'm a year of Ghana. I am the answer machine. Not what to say. We are the machine at the Biatro. Now I read the talk. I just said, do a somewhere there. What the plan is no fee. If you got to see a kind of person of men send them for both. Upon Tuesday, sorry, or would you man penny number? That's where you go, you can say, or my penny card can't say, what the carpet. A baby near the school go meet green track area. Education is deputy education minister. We are not so very minister. We are doing something about it. What you the church and women and yet you are saying, you are coming to do. Where are the other two young here? And I'm because my siblings are from a proposal. Let the ministry soon for you. As you say, don't call the first of the council. What party was there? The party is the party. If you need to declare that okay. Nana Ojam Bema. Okay, and I finish you another debate at all. Another one, you break. A young company from said last year on my party for a kappa. Many man else from Nkoyi, the
Thank you very much. Nano Jambo, I'm a very well on.
Okay.
I feel the way we on. Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. Jambo all the way from Obuase, Pimsign TV, and our general manager. Daddy Boat, every free senior, Daddy Boat, mind you.
That's all, yeah.
A radio dome Chelsea for Shen, Diana is a baby.
You international. Make sure Pana members out. Kasian koma MPP ma omu mukuru nyina se omu nya gidi na Ghana ha de ye ro Akufo-Addo obo adwuma wadre nkunimdie be ba maye oforan se na malaria bi ha menti ne na ya
enya hwe no ma ya da radio asesa ho ato
you international me ya ro ma wantie program no enya sa ikasema ka visitor la kan ye nyina ese ye kasapapa won se maybe Actually, Jonas, I told the game, I'm the car say, we are now about them, Emma, my mistress.
Yeah.
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 Well, Jajasa Grofona Momana Omoya de Omope Kalusha say Bakuka say na kwako no bia nkwanko tie o da ba social media no bia nko tie no bia ya
Kalusha na kan
money na me no ya agene pa because kana no ye pa samba ye mi ye ade tia na ye ato nti ama obia fa the ye your pay democracy ye kan o my Ghana there so you use your democracy no enye sa kabintera asema ukai and I can never use the evidence. If you just want to spoil the person, who can bring upon anyone second? Well, we are not can you join us? No, almost now. I'm here credit sector. Then I some debate to the pattern. Ever bring upon who thing. And I make a can you join us? Yeah, who just who can you throw the same way? No, so. Whatever is so financial ground, so I'm a 2 weeks long and come back. But the grass in India, we said the grass in it. She not so. Can I know assembly the Bia? Okay. If you can tell I'm a Serrano or a general, often Tampa, 2 punto, a boy Nipa Bomu. No, yes, or you good Nipa Nimaseno. In Kara obey, no evidence account, near Musampa, then I will say now you'll be the Anakin of the Japan. Or I say on 5 minutes now, but not the kind of Rebecca. Where's how they have the idea of Nipa you need you. Asem you are the banana no prepare and say what the what carry you know me you ni when you mistake of intera mo say o ti ni kuro mo na wanya na ho na o futu obi a o fan 2 for 50 papa mo che e na de begu obi ani ma so o for evidence in count ni hu sampa asem a wo kai hodu nti ye nyina e ka bia na e ka bi na ba ka le wi begu obi ani ma so sa confirm say NDC me can make him support.
Okay.
So now enya pena kakra bi e just no. Mo so say me ko ya udi say abeba. O wa ka say aban bi esika ha pray e gare e wo wi egbu e so. Ono dey so si pray me ento. Ena ya he say. Ya dey so ya ka say. Ya say ka say pray na e bo ye nye school pai ye nye say. Da bele nipa wo be so akwantu. What I say? President Kofu play also didn't like this now. Yes, look at the insurer or my name, that money never been low. Then I have be money dress up at your mind, you can check what's here. Ever dress when you see to talk about it for one leg. But you will be. If you are I
don't say, no, on share Japa, dear Sui, no manager resources, ye intini at the mobile. Sasam Yamunyaka, and Untina Yam maintaining Mahama, or yeah, 110 president. Inti mumu manage ni
obo kana wuti musosia no ukana wuti musosia aya ka wa wuti o de na mfom eno kwa bibi ba wa o pro se kana na se ube bibi se plane na uwe
na flight that boat ti flight no se enye adwuma asai port wo ho a na motor for flight ase mo defense minister call parliament also flight is in good shape na flight nyana nanu ya akọ Zambia bay nanu ya nyana Liberia president ayuso Liberia president no onye president
yo my Ghana let's go for Akufo-Addo say mo muni nyina say mo a mesre no onya
but the thing is and then say na makoshe briefing na you gina hinde bay no osi o mo start crowd adawo osi Okache Ghana for say Interior Minister has already commenced the process to acquire the new jet to save the country from cost. Interior no started that. Nyeza afekura no mbe o ma chance ansa no be ka kire. Also must start the process to acquire a new one. So that is it. Yeah, Semo. Daddy bot here that sema for front to us so Unity Radio. Oluma edru so yanko.
Oposa won ye there.
Erade no medini ye me ho eden pa.
Yo, for my mention American fund, you my mention my father, Mr. Danso than authorities. For my mention, Papa Saman, Chama Kujago, Sama, Salaam alaikum. The threat Allah say one more by now on Tre washing. Opo de dika my menka kakramfa ya you face seven and sana my back every seven. Opo ye Falcon semwa and the yanka say Falcon na ye wono. Opo nim America and transport on the same year.
The same year, yeah.
And now Falcon And then a France president or go be and what they call. The Defense Minister of Parliament ever cast Ghana didn't say yes. It's any 2 points so Liberia president never go for an about the point. Akufo-Addo now so they 2 points. And then say and 11 years. It is still you more than you almost 9 years anymore. If it's master use open situation woman done in your way. It is a manu to Nicolusha Cabe. Akufo-Addo the planning private jet to party and you told me to what share hospitals are over for women pa or Mandaso. Well, young men no use hospitals will be Ghana over
and I totally agree with you. Say Ghana need be there and I see Kotobia fine. But at the end you will be on my so wow see ya wa hu chirem ti en consider nyoma obi antighten the belt.
What you say now who say Kotobi play the about it doesn't make sense. Opo Kevin Taylor no. Ninya Rama munya careful win the America. Opo mo duba mo ye. Maybe I'm a friend of the bomb about because of pocket and Peter Bayo. The bomb about us and we a journalist. You must say yes, and you must say yes, some criticize Abana or Tisano. And you'll be never catch them, someone criticize it. The movement now, no about the boy who found the name of Bayabaswa. Some of us, you don't want to win your credible. If you do a million and they move here for money interest and no more selfish interest. I'm a friend so that I'm no near California. And normal, and we don't get a no bayage. Some of them bayage to make us another way of Sabi to be a winner because I'm so down. I'll say, Mommy, I'm a bar member Casadano who come and provide it in your case. Then your politics are. Opposing a baby, I'm a come and say, Captain Smart, Member Nasa, do the money, a platinum house, maybe a million and we because it is about. Okay, this is Mahama and the Akufo-Addo so now we are Manasseh, we are Captain Smart, we are A+, we are one also one criticize. Said it, a couple of them come on to and you want said it?
Yeah.
They can't be in this year, whatever. I never like Taylor or Mugabe Masi. You know why? Because Mugabe Masi to make my radio so. Like I say, NDC for your Akufo-Addo for many of Nigeria. Now, Akufo-Addo be president as 3 months after the that is more possible. My senior number, yes, I'm not a say, we get the cat at them. Or we are yet deciding how are you 14 votes? What you say, somewhere, and then 7 of the public assembly. Yeah,
and that is exactly what Muntaka said in his video. They're telling now, say, they can tell her, or they are time for pay mind this and this is voting him.
So you go on you can tell after Mahama Zampe and your friends Muntaka. Can tell after Mahama Zampe Haruna Idrisu. Yes, it's better to be a messenger of the ruling party than to be a general secretary in the opposition party. Or man pay that Akufo-Addo Kai. So you think that and the Muntaka about the budget say Akufo-Addo is okay. Now we can tell Muntaka Haruna Idrisu so Omo yet Mahama. So Mahama pro Mahama never and so Omo yet Yamana at the end. When the Kevin friends, Muntaka Haruna Idrisu say Mahama Ediana. Because pro Mahama never. Omuni option, then I'm saying, Muni option, yeah, that's all what criticize Akufo-Addo among whom. Joyene and Esamoka, Yamba Boma Babu criticize Omo, and Yamoduma Esamoye. That is a poor and to miss some individuals say on one day, Omunya, Yende, who may be more. And then he may target Kevin, well, I don't want to say, on your present, when you infra. What you say, if you say, Kevin Taylor to radio, so. So now every blessed day there or the MP Akufo-Addo attempt to look for one no do one. If you do that, better never Mahama. Who Rama who Bolivia or Yano, who goes to Ubefu and the social media. Mama not send that show and say, Mahama Koka do or die. No, and your friend say, Manasa show article. Who can read comments? Comments and this to for attack Manasa. Omo dina te me kwa te manase tro se Akufo-Addo bibi Akufo-Addo ko ke NG to for no mo
bona baso yeah mo bona baso yeah that is it yeah.
So you have to use your sense. Common sense don't come to common people. You have to think.
Thank you very much. Cobra, na man for other Obama 2 seconds. A man for you cheaper because it be mu cresa bazi nipa 5 na also. It be mu da so bazi we time no so call. Okay, but for is sorry remind you.
Opo mama ncha na nche ti for na. In fact, Wakata.
Yeah.
Especially what I'm announcing issues, you know.
Yeah.
As up and coming politicians, I was saying to them, they are already not correct.
Santina yenia brio ntina Ghana youth no yenia bremo so no ye pese mo amu yusu mo adwene na mo decide on issues enye political party mo yusu mo adwene na mo hu say o man no mo dia can the country belongs to the youth o man ya mo dia ti mo hu ni sa da bia NDC me NDC ni NDC ye de ya fine o ye de nya na maka kire no me MPP ni no ye de ya na ma bonaba so enya na maka kire no sa na esam ya politics.
Yeah, I'm say about some days ago. Now, yeah, can issue behind. I brought in to Jonas issues. Now make I say a woman say echo that some no can be in for you or some way up and doing.
Yeah,
but need to mention the choice of words. Some are okay, kind of. I'm wedding and dance no can be clear now. In fact, I think it is Kevin Taylor, me tell you, I say, or the tension or multi TV, last silence media.
Yeah.
Or multi education. When I saw it to another, or more trouble among food, and so I tell you, or more Passia, will mean answer, or your Passia, or you give me for a while again. So, you know, that's the only journalist are. And no one doesn't give you the right to be insulting people. Obi Papa, Obi Mame, Obi Miabi Ma, Obi Wafa. Now we did not come left, right, center because of politics. Because you see, Canadian and Kaya, by life, and the name of the to name of one, how many baby, but because of the power of the microphone, you think, say, we are sitting in Amra, I can't manana, and what young politicians I have an association. Now you start in a and found say NDC, NPP. Oh, my from for trouble NDC, Fontino. There will be a Bafas Akufo-Addo, so I will be to my phone. Very good for Aqua travel NDC, MPP Fontino. Raman, sorry, I will be to very good. So you can be and send me your wa. So I was saying, I say you to say the Okayano. Now you decided to know I think we didn't know you so to can on one can you.
For instance, Enra say, Mincho wano Enra say, I have metna say, me kofi anwumra na metie ha politics. Enra say, metie CNN, and I metie MSNBC, na metie Fox, but metie Fox more because Fox no criticize Biden more. And there were some issues they brought up yesterday, which I was watching. Even though me talk about me Biden, but I clearly realize issues be on the bar bontinra, especially General Austin, how American left Afghanistan near day. Omu hearing our senator house. Now me share a hearing no analysis omu Biden ne Secretary of Defense near their chair. Even though me to Obama Democrat, me a registered Democrat voter, me will say yes, they were right. That's how to do politics.
That is it. You know, I don't just listen to one station and I don't listen to one person say, or NDC or MPP. That's the only person meeting and I say, media house because a true entity and I said, you know. And normally, I don't like those who insult. It is our last silence in the American say, ABR, once a while, I will listen to them and also crash the better for me. The moment we was about to get them, then I'll change the station. So, because any family in Anomoka, and it's about time you're very discerning. Oh, Ghana, Hana, the every one, your my Edithia for Sugama, your my network in Concedia.
Yeah. Thank you. About for about the content on a 2 about 6 about Ghana, Yakofani.
Mammy, they make a very short. Private jet an explanation with Wakaka. On the mark of the kickers near Bre, or Monfabetan, said I'm better particulars and Mananias in Tinifa and made the kid Nakaka.
Bafo Israel Sariyada CP. Thank you for that wonderful. Kojobo who 2 minutes. We are not Thomas Boachi 2 minutes. Mami about 2 minutes. And your time no continue daruma. Munye ni tell my. Na Chelsea game no line up aba na me fama mami aba. Kojo yanko 2 minutes.
Obo masomo funso chikum na opo chikoko nya so me batch encha ema or King David Anyankopɔ de na dum no opo o da mami ncha encha no so na yento aso opo enne anase enu a emfe Ghana nyina yanti asem de ye papa anase onu na obo nyum ema Ghana na nyina ye we titi ehun na na mpadu emfe Nyankopɔ at
enye em se nyame ato nsafre no
kwa ko shawo heaven na wasa to ne nyum no ache obo ba airplane kan ya ye kan obo unze na Ablakwa Akufo-Addo esi aminu ujan ya make say as a NPP member me brem ho etu abama na Ablakwa Akufo-Addo obo what is weird again na ma make sa kay your flight edini ko for Nigeria president edini pa eta edini ko edia na so so ntimi ni si okoto flight opo papa no waka se big egu Ghana for so na mfe Ghana for ye ka won di check ha airplane e dia na TV ana Ghana for so mo nti to okoto airplane ko fa me brother ni buta say how plane na ko fa Nigeria president no e de no ko de no pa no obo anu na ye dia aduma
Liberia president
Liberia sorry Liberia anti-star flight na ye dia aduma who say this ka chichi die Ghana wa him aye ka aye ne ma obo ya kwan ye the hospital nye the hospital obo John Dramani Mahama ebe ye wo ba we doing completely ba kumpo now there is a plan na wo betem we tu kwan nko a wo de ko de botiansa abetino enu ne hia obo ne NPP ni ba na manyabre de ye papa na na Ablakwa Akufo-Addo ye no obo onke ni ye 2024 no ye woman no muti ko jopo kwa chi ami atu abama na Ablakwa Akufo-Addo ana omutu abama NPP no obo mata mazampo funa afa mu wa gine mo me fa mu wa dia menimba bia me di mani kwa kwate adedina na Ablakwa Akufo-Addo o ma ye ti no ya ye ti mu hu yenya obo me mami ka de njo ai kwase de ya no covid do ye fa ye be 2 years de no unze Sunday ya de diki ba o krom chiso
okay
atonu kwa me obo me ko wo ye kwa na me ho meti menti Sunday ni besinde enen kwa na metimi apie
yeah covid no amount for wa omunya side effect intia no de normal
yes obo ni na chinenti nko onu zo mpe hu bibi no onye na odi Ghana skano odi nze de o be yi 2 cities and 1 city no people need to come or ye ni na kwan
almost mo facing out because and then Bank of Ghana for say omudi bedi nkroma birthday nti nkroma yi ni obiom dia omu facing out nti abewie na adwuma nti omu ye free ho anyway kwajo ya da sit time nti ma me fa for Thomas Boachi to asuma me 2 minutes yenko quick
yeah opo masomo usta chronom
yeah
so my third party retired from playing in the UEFA Champions League.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah, me bacho hoya.
Me bacho Richard.
Ibrahim Nekase.
O mu nyina so ma me Richard jina so ai ebeduru so bacho obi wo so nti jina so ma me.
Okay.
Thomas Tommy ko na eduru so wi ana mame abako na Ibrahim ko na Richard ko.
Said a message and last year Ghana need to retire from playing the Champions League and the pool. And then so as we speak, I have retired from voting in the Republic of Ghana. Now the could delay sentence of Maria Katabai as so. Upo Aquaco Twabako penny from the Meduso. At the end of the day, the Nippon Pepper. About the deep war, I want to Munino, I also dinner on pool or dinner with a barco cry. I will have who that make say you to we should advise ourselves
And yet the beyond the 24 the Kana ye near Prasaka ma Yaba Kobano, the poor about Konya, Naba Kuneka, Naba Koseka, Napenina or no ye was a son in Logu about now the Wakupra. It's about Paramount, Ghana youth, youth, Rupu, young seniors for Serena come. I was saying, seniors, because a telephone, what the home basically have why. Because Omo may will say, Omo bar, and your Omo, and your Mubutum Kwano, but yet in the phone, dear, Omo did a home because Namado Danko Didi pa o my Ghana eya wo ni ko to abade ma papa o 2016 Didi a man for gi chiko sara ko to abade ma o man pele na do da go Akufo-Addo o dai Didi no wa ma Ghana my N34 na me de bia me ka so some mistake here NPP by under former president Akufo-Addo 2008 o ko position the same mistake, other president, Akufo-Addo NPP are by a consul. She said, Yamia 2024 NPP, a opposition of
yes, you're that say from Kronum all the way Kumasi, Thomas Boache from Kronum, Kumasi, or say Kronum, Kumerica, Mufren Worcester. Mamiaba, if in crime, Pantine Government Hospital, Mamiaba, Mbachapum to say. Erade ni yedini me ho eden pa ene Chelsea be hye me dia kokoduro be ka se Chelsea be hye Manchester anzo e
o me makam me ya
okay Maria ba ma yenti me pese me juju me hu se obuofu na ade ba ntina me juju nja na no
mani president
me se me hu se obuofu se makan o message no me hu se obuofu o program no so intina me de Manchester and Chelsea juju akoma no
opo like no I'm not angry but I say I'm not surprised I'm surprised kakra na my but me bufu yesa
okay
people are suffering people cannot get a journey to eat like they can't afford proper 2 meals not even 3 2 meals a day. Ejura and maybe people are drinking water with sheep and cattle at the same time in a country you govern, and you are at this time thinking of getting private jets for you to travel with
a new one. We already have one. A new one.
It's sad. It's sad because I think our leaders are thinking that almost say that is what they are implying that we are. Because if we vote for you to come and give us better policies to make our lives better, then why are we voting? Then why are we voting? Look at the kind of recommendation
Ejura committee.
Look at the kind of recommendation. Just we are not punishing people for wrongdoing. Everybody should do whatever he or she likes. At the end, if you have a good lawyer or be defended, then your case is gone scot free. Ghana
It's
sad. Yes, they have hospitals. I'll quick. So better let's give you a chill. Nobody in hospital. We are treating mentally ill patients. In short time, you see, the bucket to see what you are so.
Our Pantine Hospital, Horror.
Okay, I'm telling you. If they don't know that for me, make sure you know their self.
Wow.
Insurance, our hospital, no innovation. Because also by a bishop, psychiatry and the law is supposed to be free.
Yeah.
But since President Akufo-Addo's time, among far aid name that so the hospitals now have to do internally generated funds. Also, most here the patients have to be paying money so that they be admitted for care.
Oh wow.
So you know who we have the one. You know who university what we are not okay.
Wow. Many by that say
are there to be done. Now also they should go and buy. Prosperity will just them.
Okay. Prosperity will posterity. Nyami admo chana ebeto so Opening Richard okasa neba embacho. Ibrahim Yantem we are now Opening Richard ebe me last caller. After Opening Richard mo amufre ni nyina munya because it's already 2:16. Opening Richard embacho Ibrahim Antwi we are now Opening Richard nsuko.
Opo ndanyimre de ewo Ghana ma mincheo na America de me say ya bia na ana say na paswa
we are 2:16
na mincheo na mimbo abaso mimbo abaso na nyaminka mo na nyamishira mo so na dolitini sande line no say de koso no line no na hot pa me play papa oh ma play papa me kate na me bam ni me kate line hot na me mini aba ku bi kasaye ohe nsama na o kana eltimi hu se yawo no mu na yawo no nyina chi no me de da bia nura na ana me kan be se yenya abutre na yedi ye nema na se akindi bie ni sa nema na de on ze da bia me kase enye intenu sun entimi ma bin pe wasam ana bin beti wasam ko e da tindire stati awonti sanete na jet na yesi o mampanyi se o mu ko sono opo aye how me to me aye how because I must get na say na obi dada ana de o dada no ene de say na aye den
ye obi o ho mu sie no esua etimi fa nipa 11 ti esua
yo ende yemmom paye na nyakupon emai se ni kwan so na ombeto na ebeboa ya se ebeboa ya se de be ya yan han obi die no na be mfaso die o mamman na omuto aye ba se yebeto na yebesana ka se eno se ammoye no ene de na ya hawo no because ene de mimi mfuaso so on de me by the only thing is se da Ghana ha no se ne your problems na I think company for more money ko mo
okay
then I get na mo ton
yeah
so on de me no mestre mpanyimfo no omu ye se abiyutu netia yutu netia ni nyina ya hokyere ni kom eje omu tu ho anamo na omu ye ne mapapa nyimai eno na ehia ye na membo mabaso yakufo nka mo no nyamishira mo ate
nyaminka ho na nyamishira so thank you very much ebeto aso china Opening Richard me ba cha pom ti sen
ready adwayo
eja frefi Worcester ho wada mama intio
yo say no kasa bebe Ghana so no so I do one contribution near the other.
Yeah.
I am very fine here in my big discuss like this. But when you know what, if I know to you know what I say, you kota and keye. Because I did not know if you who you are we are in say. The problem I play no war a bar America ha. I will share a new gas go any adi I took rent another plane to go back to Ghana. One it's all of them they are taking from say a plane is free Africa country to Africa country. But if you let that now and not from Africa country to Africa country. Only by America ha. Only to learn that no matter the new work.
Eja dabe asem na wo kan pacho.
This year, Ghana president by flight in Abaha, and I was listening to Captain Koda. He was in the plane that.
And maybe said,
West Africa countries.
And maybe said, Nanado Baha Nanu ya na se Bakuno.
Daddy Bakuno, and when we did this year, but you mean the exact date.
Oh, okay, because
what if I have a problem?
Yeah,
with the plane.
No, me, the old kind, me take Captain Koda, but the old kind, me defense minister, reporter, or call parliament, no. Hazard, no, Hansard.
I don't understand, or working here,
No, make okay. But me just nanka baby awkase memo we point ni na baby na awkase wadi mi hu ya no ena me pese me kire say me wo Hansard parliamentary hands idea of defense defense minister ni Eugene he because defense minister catch yen say
what was that?
What's it?
After that, defense minister, you know. And what was the baby you put another man? And I said,
no. Can't see the American and Cabetima say, okay. Now, Cassa, Honomima find shame some to quite be problem about me say the official reason I banned the brain, defense minister, echo parliament, no. You be sound say, flight, no. Ejuma, two. Kama. Oh, see, and come me we papa, Ejana nka watu aso. O see eye adwuma na mom because into mean to say be from Ghana straight to US, ninti say to by US are the only thing they have to do is say they have to land and refuel. Pacho what I say. Yes, I to fuel almost because enye MZ tank no so for that long journey say 9 hours and at 10 hours, so to be a 5 hours, normal landing in another country, normal refuel, and send normal sign to me at us. That is the only reason they gave. But flights in India.
Oh, that's the only reason the defense minister gave.
Yeah.
And all the reasons besides that, one of Qatar's defense minister, what he knows. But I didn't call that long distance, you mentioned it.
Yeah.
So they and look for it's all good. I was say among what expanding and all of the days to them. And we also talk about the benefit our deba. We have not been looking at all these things.
We have.
No, say yes, I can know. So I don't know because this is the man I
But another thing you have to look at is we've had this flight since President Akufo was leaving office. Every president has been traveling, and so
every president has been traveling.
Yeah, if they
is getting weak or another, we are developing.
No, obi am fine to Konya. You can go with first class or business class.
Unse arrangement for the president.
Yeah. That is the whole argument. Says say untighten the belt. So you should lead by example. So if the country is in a critical condition because for Eja
Yesu Kristo kura no. Kama you see alabaster or you lugu ni natin. E dey na Judas guy.
Sir, and
when you hear from me, no what that. Is not going to develop within 10 years. President now then now back. Hospital will be back up.
Oh, but I just said, Mokan is Sadia. Sasemi and Muka, the Mokoso Casadia, Ghana, young Koya Nimdao. Because you
have the problem, you have to work on it.
No, be say or minor and Koyentina, yet 2 man now. Until we expect value for money. I want to say about.
I want here. And this is what I talk about every 4 years. The next 4 years in Manakwa. Let me tell you,
because so Kasa on the jet. There are news people are talking. Say this is not the time. This is not the time.
But Ablakwa aircraft right.
Yeah.
So we can hire plane for another for 14 million. Okay, you go to about now 21 next year and Kenya.
Yeah, frightened there will be a UTA Professor Ajimendu or say, and yet priority now because you see how man there we bleedi owaja nti flight no de eye unse obeka say president Kofotam kwa nanka na omutotu ena ode free so na mahama by no kra na sa story ya na man focus at a mills car say because almost say rumors are not theories anyway confirmation be any my idea but there were stories he said President Mahama cry ye deal was had any more at mills take committee so investigating no any answer no
because we know one no more committee na they are alive and they
so 80 flight in the nanke to that time no but see no yeah point in say yenya eye unse say separate need from want at the end of the day opportunity was you yeah but there are some things we show as a nation to you and so we can say too quiet there oh there be necessity here too quiet and flight no so yes flight no so yes there be the rent anyway obiane na adwenti I also appreciate your opinion. It's very laudable say ade no beje no agenti say mukanze so tore ben no agenti now I fine
because at the end of the day we have that
almost started that because also betu yenim enne no ma shase also they have already commenced into adiano ye kan yankan de sika konoto no beto
say I know the opinion
yeah
out of it you learn and you obi ankan there but woman no more no NDC MPP no and they kill the story.
Yeah.
Oh, because the NDC need buy or calling the can interpret idea what it is and comfortable. What we can say we didn't papa and not party no what can go to didn't papa
and so bonga no papa can buvo yeah.
That's it.
I like your opinion. Very constructive and very powerful. Thank you very much. Okay, opening Richard in Sudiano from Worcester Max Billion and about force. It's difficult to defend NPP regarding this jet stuff. If President Oporia is using Ghana's presidential jet and Anado is renting, must say Nanado has disappointed me personally. Cathedral and private jet are not priorities now. Thomas Bachi says, I'm watching you live from Chronom Worcester. Is it Chronom Didi? David Brony, the Anamakai. Mami Abasi Opo, I have told you this before that if you want on serious joker of a player, look further. Neymar da Silva, I see Neymar serious. And Royal Baby Chow. We say good morning, my professionals. Kwesi Usu says, I greet you all, Busha. I was looking for this tweet yesterday, which was so funny. Breaking news: Sheriff shoot Real Madrid in Madrid. That's very funny. Nana Kofi Abeka. Good afternoon, my bosses. It's Manucho late today too. Yes, and that's why you're late. But to be honest, Real Madrid really shocked us last night. How could you sit at Bernabeu and lose to an unknown team? I'm sure Benzema's salary can pay the whole Sheriff team. Very true. The victory should be recorded in Guinness Book of Records. Mami Abasi, government is going to acquire what? Government is going to acquire what? Opo, day in, day out. Our leaders keep making us look like idiots because we voted for them. How can you conceive the idea of buying a presidential jet when your people are suffering, no work, standard of living keep hiking up every day? People can't afford proper 2 meals a day, and instead of you renovating the already existing one, you want to buy a new one. Messages now kind of time into me kind of because we're already far behind time. Yan fan too when him say nyame adma memenda ebe a year wo ho yenu abema yene no krodum ha wa frim ya maka asefem sem nyame adma memenda ena ye na ye meka yenu abema a friend say Isaac ni afutu otias no na edian de friend no pa ye Charlie Jones ene ne nickname Memenda ena ye de da no e wo Callahan and Faith Funeral Home anopa no nwotwe kopim no ndum pa mu 8 to 10:30 na 10:30 to 11 ye na ko Hope Cemetery akope no krabre yefriwa na afe 12 o'clock awia e 49 Lafayette Street eho ena ye kotena se aye na eyi awia 12 to 7 p.m. ena eyi na ekoso sanso na Presbyterian Church of Ghana Mount Zion Congregation so for dano na Bembel Owusu Reverend ono so maami akam na me yaduma memenda ebey ena Presby sofo so e maami eyi na baso me am sofo Reverend na Owusu Bembel 4 p.m. to 10 p.m. 4 to 10 t-shirt time nso ansana Alex Osei Opon aka Kwakuyebu amiama konta ono so ne papa yie baso Church of Pentecost 41 Providence Street eti na otwi eniama okrum Saturday timoma yesiese ho Worcester for Christopher Quason special good afternoon to you in Cape Cod abusia de musia na ya rane quickly to peace 104.3 near the news na to so nyame adma live commentary will be on from after the news from Peace 104.3 Chelsea Juventus Oponashna Meneken Kalusha any Manucho Magandi Yakramo
ele banjo krache beba wa kafio ho won ko biem ebema bibia ye kama yo poda tedi dware